Up to fourth now as you see our leaderboard. Sellers, Pastrana, Fonseca, Way, and Tyler Evans still in the top five. I love that story of your favorite memory, though, or one of your favorite memories, Mike Bell. It involved David Bailey. Even David Bailey had time to see it.
Well, I'm not sure of the year, but I remember it vividly that David had pretty much dominated the whole event, and Johnny O'Mara was, I think, real frustrated and just pinned it on the last lap. And I don't think that any of us can ever recall anyone ever jumping as high or as far over any jump. And I don't think Johnny even realized what he was doing, but it was a pretty incredible sight to see David down there and Johnny seemed like he was 30 feet in the air.
At least, because I had just finished the race and had a pretty good lead and turned around, pulled off the track luckily, and Johnny was trying to outrace Johnson to the line, and he just flew through the air. And the funny thing about it is he said he should have done it every lap because it wasn't that bad.
Mike Bell, thanks for joining us for a few seconds up here in the booth. It's good to see you.
All right, thanks a lot.
One of the great legends and champions of 250 action. And
you can see Pastrana in all these shots. He's right there, and he's not going to let Sellers rest.
Brock Sellards would love to get some cushion in that championship chase. We'll find out if number 18 can hold off Travis Pastrana when we return to Daytona. Welcome back to Daytona. Bike Week 2000, 125 main event. Brock Sellards, number 18, after Travis Pastrana went down on the track, took over the lead, but Travis is now starting to make his move. He has studied Brock Sellards around this track for several laps, David Bailey, and now it appears he's ready to put the heat on.
And you can hear the crowd, and this all the way down the straight right here through the whoop. This is where he went from fourth to first. And they can sense he's a little bit quicker than Sellards through there, but it seems that Sellards has picked it up a little bit, although a little mistake there.
Here's the triple. Travis Pastrana could not take advantage during that whoop section because of the lapped rider, but once he got around it, he took to the sky.
What an incredible turnaround, and the resolve he's showing right now to get the lead. He didn't get the whole shot. He had to earn it, then crashing the way he did. That was a bad crash. That would take some guys out, and here he is in the lead again.
Notice that Travis Pastrana has that palm cast off the throttle hand now. He broke his thumb before the season opened up. It was right before the Phoenix round, the 250 round, and he wanted to try a 250. But couldn't get on the track until he got that palm cast fitted, and it became comfortable for him to ride and open up the 125 East in Indianapolis. Let's go down to Davey Combs.
Lee, your rider had the lead earlier, went down hard. Travis got back up, got the lead again, but I saw on the board this time you told him to be smart.
Yeah, he's riding really good. He's just having fun out there. When he crashed, he landed right over there, and his front wheel went in a hole and just threw him over the bars. But you know, he regrouped, and he looks like he's going again. So he just needs to stay smooth and smart, and this race will be his.
Never a dull moment with this guy, is there?
No, he keeps me jumping.
Thanks, Davey. I'm sure it's a fascinating experience for Lee McCullough, who is the mechanic of Travis Pastrana, as we go for the... It's Supercross from Daytona Bike Week 2000 as we take a look at number 199. He's kind of coasting around the track right now after posting a 15-second lead over second place and a 42-second advantage, David Bailey, over third.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, if you think about the lap times at a regular Supercross, they're not much more than the lead he has over Nick Way in third right now. So Travis has got it going on here on this racetrack. He's very comfortable. I'm sure he's having fun. That seems to be his #1 goal. And it's a good strategy because if you're having fun, you're relaxed, you're focused better, you're enjoying what you're doing, and you can see it in his style. But it's obvious Pastrana is just his day. I mean, everything he's done has worked out except for that endo, but that even kind of just made the race more exciting. So it looks like his favor.
Yeah, it looks like right now that Travis Pastrana, as he takes the white flag for the final lap of action, we still have only one two-time winner in 125 races this year.
Well, that streak that Ron Cotto was starting to put together is going to come to an end here, and this could be the beginning of a streak for Pastrana. This may give him that extra bit of confidence. He's learned something, as we talked about earlier, at each race that he's ridden. He might have enough knowledge now and confidence after this win to keep winning. He rolls this triple. I think a lot of people on the last lap were expecting him to be up in the air doing something cool, and he rolled it.
Now, I think right now he's pleasing Roger DeCoster.
Yeah, he is taking his time. Yeah, he's probably pretty nervous right now. And Sellers isn't that far back. He's really slowed the pace right now and just savoring this final lap. His first win comes pretty quick.
Here's Nick Way in third. Be his second podium in a row. And what a feather in his cap getting that here at Daytona.
That will be a good feeling. Jeez, he's got a long ways to go. Travis is going to be showered by the time he gets to the finish line. The lead is incredible.
Here's our leader, Travis Pastrana, having some fun. Now he's 2 turns away from the checkered flag.
And can I just tell you that there's about 1 million photographers over there at the finish line, John, waiting for something.
Travis Pastrana, you think he was having fun before he won his first Supercross Series race? Check out a smile right now as he takes the checkers for his very first Supercross professional win on the series. Brock Sellers, second place for the 4th consecutive round. Brock Sellers will hold on to that points chase right now, but Travis Pastrana gets that first win in the series. There's Gary Bailey, the track designer and David's father.
Well, I can kind of relate to all this. I mean, he's his prime student right now. And of course, I was all those years, and my first win here was pretty special in '84. My dad watched me grow up and help him build this track, and when I finally got it, it was pretty sweet, and he's reliving that a little bit now, I bet.
You just had the feeling that his first win was going to come any moment after all the learning of lessons through the first 3 rounds. Roger DeCoster, his team manager of Team Suzuki, coming over with the congratulations. You see the black sand that just plastered him throughout the race in the early moments. But right now, Travis Pastrana becomes another different face on the top step of the podium in 125 action in the year 2000. We will return and hear from the young kid right after this. So here this afternoon, the great crowd here at Daytona International Speedway witnessing the very first victory of Travis Pastrana. And here are the official results of that 125 East 4th race of the Eastern season. Let's go down to Davey now.
All right, Travis, I know that this has got to be a dream come true. Your whole life you waited to win a Supercross, and 3 times it looked like you might have a chance, but today you came here and there was just no doubt.
Well, thanks a lot. I had a great qualifier, and the fans were just so supportive. I was amazed at how much they backed me. Every time I did anything, I could hear the crowd behind me, and the feeling is just unbelievable. I mean, I can't explain it.
It looked like in the beginning of the race you didn't get a whole shot. You looked a little more patient. We've seen in some of the other races. Then you got in the lead. Then what happened?
Well, after I got in the lead, I started pulling away, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually pulling away in a professional Supercross race. And I just got a little excited, and I just tried to open it up a little bit more so I wouldn't have to work so hard. And I went over the bars, and I got up, and I was thinking, oh, man, I just lost this race. And I looked around, I'm getting up as fast as I can. I said, wow, I'm still winning.
What about the last part of the race? I know Daytona's the longest race of the year, but it had to seem like an eternity between, you're riding out there waiting for that first checkered flag. What did that feel like?
Well, it felt unbelievably long, to tell you the truth, but I was so pumped that I was actually winning the Supercross that nothing really bothered me. And my mechanic Lee kept putting 2 more laps, 2 more laps, 2 more laps. And I kept thinking, well, it's got to be 2 more laps one of these times. So he was just trying to keep me into it.
Right on. Congratulations, Travis.
Thanks a lot, Davey. I can't say enough. The crowd, my bike, it's unbelievable.
His excitement is infectious here at Daytona as Travis Pastrana in 3rd place moves really into contention now for the 125 Eastern Championship. Brock Sellers, another 2nd place, leads it with 88 points, so 8 points over Stefan Roncada, who finished in 5th today. Pastrana's win in 3rd, giving him 77 points. Way with 72, and Fonseca's 4th keeps him in the top 5. Let's go back down to Davey Coons.
Well, Brock, you didn't get your first win of the year here, but you got your 4th straight 2nd place, and you got a lock on the point lead.
Yeah, I did. I pulled away a little bit in the points lead, except for Travis. He caught me a little, but I'm riding, pretty good out there. I can still step up the pace. I'm not riding to my ability, but I can't. I mean, Travis really rode good, especially after crashing, being that strong coming back up. But, the track was good. It was a little technical, and my Honda FMF worked great up there.
All right. Listen, congratulations. We'll let you get to the champagne here. Good job, Brock.
Thanks a lot.
Time now has come for the most prestigious.